Bonsoir et bienvenue pour ce stream. Voilà, normalement le son ça devrait être bien. Là. Faudra me dire. Il y a quelqu'un me dire si niveau son c'est cool. Mais bienvenue pour du gaming incroyable, le retour du gaming pour le DLC de Final Fantasy XVI. Alors si j'ai bien saisi, il faut aller dans sa partie et jouer. Y a pas... Non, on peut pas aller à droite là sur le truc Echoes of the Fallen. Donc ouais, normalement, il me semble que c'est ça. Hein. Nouvelle apparence, très bien. On l'utilisera certainement pas. Ah voilà. Donc ouais, faut aller parler à Caron. Et ben on va faire ça. Je ne sais plus comment on joue, mais le cœur est là. Donc là normalement on est à la fin du jeu. Je vérifie, mais ouais. C'était avant... Comment on fait comme ça? Ouais, c'était avant de partir à la quête finale.
Still alive, are ya?
Les rémanences du ciel. Salut Azarpi, dis-moi si niveau son ça va. Ça serait très
Is
sympa.
something the matter, Karen? You seem perturbed.
Do I know? How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Bah oui, écoute Caron, on va t'écouter. Hein. Faudra voir en combat, mais ça a l'air d'aller. Ok, merci beaucoup.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that color before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. And they could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
Alors d'habitude, je retirais ma caméra pendant les cinématiques, mais là, moi je peux le faire à la main, mais j'ai pas mes raccourcis, donc ça sera un peu à l'arrache. Même moment. Que part Rosalia. Ah, première fois que t'entends les voix en anglais, Azarpi? Moi, je joue toujours avec les voix en anglais.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you. Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these?
Ah mais tu consommes la marchandise là.
Oh, all that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
Ah.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
Oh. C'est Genova? C'est ça? C'est le retour? Sachant que j'ai vu absolument aucun trailer et tout ça du DLC,
I've
aucune
never
vidéo.
felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers.
Bizarre, on se demande qui c'est.
And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... Does that mean...
That you missed one? Aye. That were my thinking any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Oh, petite musique. Hop, je réapparais. Du coup, FF16 du début à la fin, c'était 100% découverte pour moi. Je connaissais que Joshua avec Live quand j'ai lancé le jeu. Et ben, un peu pareil. Moi, j'avais vu que le premier trailer. Je l'avais pas revu depuis. Enfin, entre sa sortie et la sortie du jeu. Donc, du coup, tout ce que je me souvenais, c'est Clive. Je sais qu'il avait un petit frère, mais je savais même pas son nom. Mais en soi, Clive, je connaissais même pas son nom aussi. Je savais qu'il y avait deux frères. Et je savais que du coup, Joshua, il se transformait en phénix ou un truc comme ça. Mais genre, je savais même pas que Clive était en lien avec Ifrit, quoi. C'était vraiment découverte de A à Z. Et en soi, Rebirth, Rebirth c'est pareil. Enfin, là, pour le coup, j'ai vu vraiment zéro trailer. On verra ce que ça donnera. Alors, très bien. Très bien, bon, ok, il y a des icônes différentes pour le DLC. Salut Alex. Non mais t'inquiète, je comprends. Je viens à peine de commencer, donc dans tous les cas, fais pas. C'est le tout début, j'ai juste une cinématique et un dialogue.
We need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Toi, tu le fais demain, je crois, c'est ça?
Aye, that is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
Alors, faut avoir les quêtes des compagnons. Je sais plus, y a des prérequis, mais en gros, tu charges juste ta dernière sauvegarde si t'es à la fin du jeu comme moi, et puis ça passe. Hein.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima Car's primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many achievements, prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derived their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded Arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source.
Mais Alex, en gros...
Karen, where did you buy this one?
Attends, après ce dialogue, je te dis un truc.
Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
Shall we then, brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
Du coup, en fait, quand tu lances le jeu après avoir acheté le DLC, au menu principal, t'as une petite fenêtre qui te dit merci pour avoir acheté. Il y a tel contenu en plus, et en gros, ça te dit ça te dit pour tel contenu, donc ce qui va t'intéresser le plus, c'est les Echo of Fallen. Il faut avoir fait ça, ça, et un autre truc, il faut avoir fait ça. Je sais plus ce que c'est le deuxième contenu. Et ouais, du coup, en fait, il suffit d'aller voir Caron, tu verras le petit symbole au violet qui est là. Tu le verras au-dessus de la tête de Caron. Du coup, tu sauras assez rapidement si t'as les prérequis. Et de toute façon, il te les explique, donc a priori, ça devrait aller. Par contre, je vais te laisser, j'ai acheté Avatar et ça fait 5 heures que j'attends d'y jouer. Non, mais t'inquiète, pas de soucis. Have fun. Bon, la flemme d'aller voir tous les trucs là. Comment on fait pour partir déjà? Je crois qu'il faut juste aller à la map monde. Hein. Oui, c'est ça. Donc on part pour Port-Iseux. J'ai à moitié lu ce qu'ils ont dit, j'ai plus ou moins compris, mais faut que je me concentre un peu.
Samuel, slow down. Not bloody likely.
Et oui, j'ai tout oublié, je sais plus jouer au jeu. Hein. Bah c'est les mineurs.
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet. What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
Bonjour monsieur. Attention, l'histoire du scénario machin va progresser. Certains monolithes et une partie du map-monde seront temporairement inaccessibles. Oui. Bonne soirée Alex.
Who were those men just now? Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it.
Salut Dramo.
I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals? Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on? All right, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamouring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favoured shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why, you're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might. If you are heading up that way, you'll want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days. Understood. We'll be careful.
Alors si je me souviens bien...
If those men were selling
Non, je me
dusk
souviens pas
crystals,
bien.
I think it unlikely that they will
C'est comme
risk
ça.
returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them. Good girl.
Ok, alors attends, ils sont... Faut aller où? Faut aller là-bas. Comment on court déjà? Heureusement qu'il y a les touches en bas à droite. Hein. Ouh là, il y a des méchants là. Comment on descend? À l'aide. Voilà. Histoire de réapprendre à comment on joue. Il y a des esquives comme ça. Et ça. Merde, comment on fait? Ah, comme ça. Non, mince, faut maintenir. Voilà. Ok. Comment on cible? Non. Faut vraiment que je réapprenne les touches. Comment on cible? Non. Non, c'est ça. Ok.
Very well.
Comment... Attendez. Non, c'est pas ça. Comment on switch de compétences? Ouais. R1 ici. Ouais. Merde. Ah, L2. Ok. Et donc là, normalement... Viens ici. Hop, voilà. Ok. Salut Velvet. Ok. Tu viens. Ok. Oh, c'est compliqué de rejouer un jeu sans savoir jouer. Bon, au moins, comme ça, vous pouvez aussi me dire si le son était bien. C'est dur de revenir sur un jeu plusieurs mois après l'avoir fini, surtout pour se souvenir de l'histoire et tout. Ah, là, en soi, l'histoire, c'est pas très important vu que c'est un ajout. Mais c'est surtout les touches, ouais, là, c'est... On m'embête pas. Poursuite engagée? Pourquoi c'est écrit poursuite engagée en haut? Même pas poursuivi.
Where are they? Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
Hop. Bon, allez. La quête, tu poursuis des mecs. Ah, ok. Je pensais que... Enfin, vu comment c'était écrit en haut, j'avais l'impression que c'était plus... comme un truc de fuite, tu sais. On n'a pas les mêmes compétences. Ah, ouais, sûrement. Moi, j'ai un build AOE, destruction de groupe d'ennemis.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
Bah non, ils sont juste là, Clive, en fait.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something. Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
Ah non, c'est pas les mêmes, ils étaient habillés en bleu avec une capuche, les autres.
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do.
Tiens, toi, Velvet, t'as fini le DLC ou pas?
And please, take care on the road.
Je suppose si tu es là, mais...
Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Ah, encore une personne qui a joué en français. Ah, j'aime beaucoup les voix en anglais.
Straight home now. So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
Monsieur, dame, bonjour. Enchanté. Oh, il est pas...
Come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
We got you right.
Boum.
Let's focus on finding the traders.
Boum. Oh, non. Mais ça va pas. Viens. Ok. Il y en a encore, il y en a plus, je ne sais pas. Alors, je préfère une partie en anglais, je pense, mais la voix de Joshua me choque. Ah ouais? Sérieux? T1 la charge. Ouais, en fait, moi le build c'était genre, je fais la charge d'Ifrit, into les 2 compétences de titan que j'ai, into s'ils sont au corps à corps, je fais le l'AOE autour de moi de Ramu. Du coup comme ça envoie l'ennemi, après j'ai ça à distance. Et si besoin j'ai l'explosion de Phoenix là, la grosse attaque. Mais putain, arrêtez par des bûches. J'adore cette compétence là, la charge. Parce qu'elle... L'avantage c'est qu'elle... comment on dit, elle stack les ennemis. Du coup c'est trop bien parce que tu charges en prenant tous les ennemis et après tu balances toutes tes AOE. Et tu te mets bien. Mais putain. Oui, j'ai pris le passif de Garuda parce que c'est pratique pour les ennemis qui volent. Faire ça par exemple. Ok. Et j'ai pris le passif d'Odin à la place de celui de Titan parce que on va pas se mentir que le passif de Titan il est pas dingo quoi. Enfin, c'est bien quoi, il faut beaucoup jouer parade quoi. Ah, j'avais pas réactivé la cam, j'avais pas fait gaffe. Ouais, le truc c'est que mon build était tellement bien que en fait les compétences de Shiva et de Bahamut j'ai même pas eu envie de les tester. Même Odin, mon truc était fait et du coup j'ai gardé tout la même chose le long du jeu.
Chief,
Le son c'est good, ok.
they've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself. If you've got a plan, Chief, tell us you've got a plan. Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like. Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand. What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
Ah, le début pour l'instant il est un peu bof, mais bon.
They won't get far, Clive.
No, but they'll wish they had.
Allez, c'est parti. Déjà, hop. Ça j'aime trop parce que ça a une très bonne AOE. Voilà. Ça c'est bien parce que voilà, tout le monde est stacké. Hop, et puis là bah il reste plus grand monde. Hein. Fini quoi à la main. Et voilà. Bon généralement genre, je sais plus si j'entamais avec le phénix ou pas, ou je le faisais après, mais... Voilà un peu l'idée.
Did you see which way they went?
En plus ça rend de la ville, Phoenix.
Making for 3 reads at a guess.
Bon, j'espère qu'on va pas passer 4 heures à courir après des bandits quand même. Où à peu près? Ok.
Ready, go?
Bah, moi j'ai mis qu'une seule grosse attaque parce que les cooldowns m'ont saoulé.
They seem less like merchants and more like
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused?
Et encore là, le Phoenix, j'ai mis le cooldown, l'accessoire de réduction de cooldown. Mais même là, je trouve que c'est trop.
What did you find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind.
Mais t'as pas utilisé le chocobo?
Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace. Easy.
Ah non, mais trop flemme de combattre. Hein. Oh, je dois aller où? Ouais, par là, ok.
They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
What if they hope to pass unnoticed?
Then we better stick to the
Elle est sur ma route. Désolé. Ouais non c'est vrai, on peut pas faire ça. Voilà. Non, c'est par là. N'empêche, bizarre d'oublier les touches pour un jeu où il faut juste spammer carré, vous trouvez pas? Combattu tous les mobs pour me remettre les touches en mémoire. Bon, après ça va assez vite hein.
Time to fight.
Yes, ils sont tous morts. Fait. Ah ils sont là-bas. C'est toujours le manque de sprint hein. Insupportable.
Then think again.
C'est pas X. Bah non.
Fuck.
X c'est pour sauter.
Bastards, I'll give 'em that. Friends, I knew
C'est le saut qui ne sert à rien.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now,
Ah oui, il y a la transcendance aussi. Ouais.
you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal.
On servait que pour les boss.
Where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Oh.
Clive, the tower.
Salut Dron.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible.
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sod!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that if you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
Alors faut savoir, Zarpi, que toutes les trades sont similaires. Genre si tu passes le... Je sais pas, si tu mets les voix en allemand et le texte en français, ça sera similaire, on va dire. Il y a que l'anglais qui est différent.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then.
Mais bon,
I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway.
moi ça me dérange pas vu que je lis à moitié et j'écoute à moitié, donc du coup. Alors tu charges? Non, c'est vrai, voilà. Évidemment. Ok. Non, c'est bon, ouais. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Voilà. Comme je parle assez bien anglais, ça me dérange. Je vois les différences, mais moi ça me dérange pas forcément. Ouais, mais en vrai, déjà, le truc avec le crabe de Garuda, c'est un viewer qui me l'avait rappelé, genre aux 3/4 du jeu. Et je t'avoue, là, je me souvenais que c'était possible, mais je savais plus ce que c'était le trigger.
That's twice we've saved them now.
Je me souvenais plus que c'était à la moitié de la vie.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home? And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours? What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean... The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck? Marnick? We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do. But the lights, Chief. What about the lights? First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
Merci pour le tip, Césarpi. Moi, c'est surjoué de fou. Bah, c'est FF16, quoi.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labeled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
Okay. En vrai, en général, j'aime pas le backseat, mais là, si ça permet de gagner un peu de temps sur des petits détails comme ça, je suis preneur. Vu que, si possible, si je peux finir là le DLC ce soir. Évidemment, on ne va pas lui parler parce qu'on s'en fout de sa vie. Vraiment, même là, hein, après 40 minutes de jeu, j'ai déjà trigger par le fait qu'on ne puisse pas sprinter à la main, on va dire. C'est où? Non, c'est juste à côté, donc on va pas appeler le chocobo. Ah voilà, ça y est. Tout ça pour... Il y a une cinématique juste après.
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Ouais, ils sont pas beaux.
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they
Ah, j'avoue, ils sont stylés leurs armes.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right.
Oh non, sans magie. Nul, pardon.
They're even
Bah non, mais...
up close.
Ah ouais, ouais. Ah ouais, mais on s'emmerde là du coup.
You're gonna be alright.
I'll manage.
Ouais, du coup, c'est vraiment le jeu où c'est vraiment le... Comment dire? Ce que les gens disaient en fait. Le jeu, on appuie que sur carré. Très bien. Voilà. Je comprends pas trop l'intérêt de ce combat, ils auraient pu le mettre à un endroit un peu plus intéressant, mais soit. J'ai gagné. C'est pour les GG.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe?
Hello.
You may want to see this.
La run no magic doit être longue de ouf. Bah, je sais même pas si c'est... C'est très intéressant en plus. Un trou.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Les quelques ruines qu'on a visitées dans le jeu de base, je les avais bien aimées. Et je suis content qu'il y ait un peu plus de lore et d'histoire sur ces trucs-là. Parce qu'en fait, il y en a plein des ruines, mais au final, ça a très peu été développé. Ouais, la voix de Jill, elle est cool en anglais. Oh, c'est beau. Comment on fait déjà? Comme ça? J'adore prendre des screenshots. Hein. Ça sert aussi d'illustration pour YouTube.
It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is, who?
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.